Gene Simmons, the legendary frontman of Kiss, has always been larger than life, blending rock star chaos with shrewd business acumen. Recently, he has found himself in the headlines for reasons far removed from music, sparking public curiosity and concern. Authorities reportedly searched a home linked to Simmons in Beverly Canyon, connected to an ongoing investigation into internet crimes against children. The details are still murky, leaving fans and the media to speculate on the nature of his involvement. For decades, Simmons thrived on attention and shock value, but now the same spotlight that fueled his rise is drawing uncomfortable scrutiny. As rumors swirl, the rock icon's past persona and family life are being reevaluated, creating tension between his public image and private reality. Fans are left wondering if this is a scandal, a misunderstanding, or something even more complex, highlighting the precarious balance of fame and scrutiny. From humble beginnings to ambition. Before the fire-breathing demon of Kiss took the stage, Gene Simmons was Chaim Witz, a child born in Israel 6 months after the founding of the state. Raised by his mother, a Holocaust survivor, he grew up amid scarcity, loss, and emotional turbulence. His mother's resilience left an indelible mark, teaching him survival and independence from a young age. Daily hardships, from minimal food to the instability of a broken home, forced Chaim to develop resourcefulness and determination. Comic books and American superheroes offered an escape and a model for transformation, shaping his lifelong ambition to become larger than life. By his early teens, he had already begun reinventing himself, learning multiple languages, picking up odd jobs, and absorbing American culture. These formative experiences were not just survival tactics, they were the blueprint for the mythic persona he would later craft as Gene Simmons, the demon of rock and master of branding. The birth of a persona Simmons' transformation into Gene Simmons was deliberate, a blend of reinvention and strategy. Inspired by superheroes and the Beatles' rise on American television, he recognized the power of image as much as music. Adopting a stage name and cultivating a larger-than-life persona, he set the foundation for what would become Kiss. The demon character, with its horror-inspired makeup, fire-breathing antics, and comic book flair, became armor against a world that had often been harsh and unwelcoming. But this persona was not just theatrical, it was strategic. Simmons understood the dual power of performance and branding, turning his childhood coping mechanisms into a lifelong formula for success. By combining showmanship with shrewd business instincts, he transformed Kiss into more than a band. It became an unforgettable cultural force and a lucrative commercial empire. Kiss as an empire. From the very beginning, Simmons treated Kiss as more than just a musical group. With Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, and Peter Criss, he built a band that resembled a living comic book, each member a distinct, marketable character. The group's focus extended beyond music to merchandise, branding, and global recognition. By 1975, Kiss was selling everything from lunchboxes to Halloween costumes, demonstrating Simmons's visionary understanding of fandom as currency. The release of Alive, their live album, cemented their legendary status and expanded the Kiss Army, a loyal and consumer-driven fan base. Simmons' business strategy prioritized spectacle and engagement, creating revenue streams far beyond record sales. This combination of artistry and commerce ensured Kiss's endurance, proving that Simmons' ambition to make the band a perpetual cultural and financial powerhouse was no fleeting fantasy. Family life and vulnerabilities. Despite his onstage bravado and business acumen, Simmons' personal life reflected contradictions. His long-term partnership with Shannon Tweed defied his earlier commitment-phobic tendencies. Together, they raised 2 children while balancing Simmons' demanding career. The reality show Family Jewels offered an intimate view of their lives, exposing the tension between Simmons' public persona and private self. The series captured both endearing moments and raw conflicts, including Shannon discovering Gene's secret stash of Polaroids, which she destroyed on camera. These episodes revealed the human side of the rock god, the vulnerabilities, missteps, and emotional struggles behind the armor. The show became a lens for fans to understand Simmons not as a monster or purely as an icon, but as a complex man navigating fame, family, and personal redemption. Controversy and public scrutiny. Over the years, Simmons' provocative behavior frequently landed him in controversy. Allegations of inappropriate conduct, lawsuits, and public gaffes painted a mixed picture of the man behind the demon. From accusations during television appearances to disputes over intellectual property, these controversies challenged his public image. Social media and modern cultural scrutiny heightened the impact of his actions, creating polarized responses. Supporters admired his bluntness, while critics questioned his judgment and ethics. Even minor incidents could spark widespread debate, reflecting the evolving standards of public accountability. For Simmons, controversy was a double-edged sword. It fueled his fame, yet threatened the stability of the empire he painstakingly built. The tension between rebellion and responsibility has become a recurring theme in his career, highlighting the challenges of maintaining relevance in a world less forgiving of shock value. Business genius and innovation. Simmons' business acumen remained formidable, even amidst public backlash. Beyond music, he created revenue-generating experiences for fans, such as exclusive backstage packages and VIP encounters. While some criticized these moves as opportunistic, they exemplified Simmons' ability to monetize fan engagement in innovative ways. His approach mirrored his early understanding of branding. Anything associated with Kiss could generate income. Even decades into his career, Simmons leveraged nostalgia, celebrity, and spectacle to sustain interest and revenue. This combination of audacity and creativity exemplifies his lifelong commitment to growth and adaptation. While risky and sometimes polarizing, his methods reflect a unique vision of entertainment as both performance and enterprise, demonstrating why Kiss remains culturally and financially relevant. The evolution of fame and persona. Over time, the cultural lens through which Simmons is viewed has shifted. Actions once shrugged off as playful or rebellious are now examined critically, especially in light of changing social norms. Simmons' persona, designed for shock and dominance, sometimes clashes with contemporary expectations of accountability and sensitivity. Reality television and social media have intensified scrutiny, leaving little room for misinterpretation. Yet this evolving fame also offers opportunities for reinvention. Simmons has repeatedly adapted, leveraging controversy, visibility, and branding to maintain relevance. The balance between myth and reality, spectacle and accountability, underscores the complexity of celebrity in modern culture, where even seasoned icons must navigate evolving perceptions and ethics. The human behind the demon. Ultimately, Gene Simmons' story is not just about rock stardom or controversy. It is about survival, reinvention, and navigating the pressures of public life. From a childhood shaped by trauma and scarcity to global superstardom and commercial mastery, Simmons embodies both ambition and vulnerability. His life demonstrates how personal history, cultural savvy, and relentless drive can create both extraordinary success and profound challenges. Controversies, scandals, and PR missteps are part of his narrative, but so are resilience, creativity, and reinvention. Simmons' journey reminds us that behind every public persona lies a human story, complicated and multifaceted, often overshadowed by spectacle yet essential to understanding the person beneath the mask.